Welcome to ACN, the Liberation TV of AMBAZONIA. AMBAZONIA Defense Forces, the vanguards of the AMBAZONIA War of Independence.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
This is my fellow Ambazonians, this is Dr. Ayaba. We have been observing what is happening in Chad. And this is what I would like to let our people know. Our struggle for independence is at the epicenter of a dramatic change that may be necessary in the continent of Africa. Building original states, instituting political systems, value systems that reflect the reality of the people living within those states, instituting languages that are the very essence of our communication strategy, and ensuring that sovereignty actually is vested in the people, and that peoples across the continent can alter their government and put in place new governments that are accountable to them. Governments that exploit resources to first and foremost focus on the personal development of their people and their country. Institute political systems that are accountable to the people. I want to congratulate the people of Chad for taking out the old tyrant. And I call on France to allow the people of Chad to decide who leads them and to engage in bilateral relations that are mutually beneficial to both countries. The era of instituting political systems and putting in place autocrats whose sole responsibility is to the colonial master has not benefited France nor those countries. Autocracies, corruption are at the heart of massive poverty, the displacement of thousands of people, most of whom will end up on the shores of France and other countries. Poverty in Chad has an impact on the development of France, on the creation of opportunities for the French people. The very reason why Justin and others work together to ensure peace, collaboration, free trade, free market system, democratic pluralism within the continent of Europe was because of their understanding that what affects one European country negatively is going to trickle into the other countries. We watch the economic crisis in Greece and the impact it would have had on other countries within Europe, and how Europe pulled together to ensure that Greece was afloat. We observed the Syrian crisis thousands and thousands of miles away, how millions of refugees, movement of people, ended up within Central Europe, gradually changing the demographic balance, having an impact on the welfare state, and posing a security challenge. The guarantee of real independence for Chad and other countries is beneficial for those countries and for France. Economic prosperity in these countries is beneficial in terms of economic development and security for France. If the Chadians are able to institute systems that reflect their own reality, governments that are accountable to them, it's a win-win situation for everyone, whether within the continent or beyond its own shores. We have also been observing the political wranglings within Nigeria. It is important that African countries and leadership understand that the concept of statehood, instituted and shaped and enforced within the continent and sustained by violence, the deliberate institution of poverty, environmental degradation, massive exploitation of resources to build large armies and police forces that in turn molest and destroy civil society activism cannot be sustained. The basis of the Charter of the United Nations was on the concept of self-determination. That every people have the right to self-determination and to establish within their own nation's political systems that reflect their own contextual reality and work primarily for their benefit. The concept of statehood within the continent is unsustainable. It's built on violence, oppression, corruption, and the institution of leaders that are not accountable to the people. That is why Nigeria must understand that the agitation within Biafra must be factored in any policy development or formulation, and to engage with the Biafrans to ensure that the Biafrans themselves can determine the kind of political system that they want for themselves. I also want to send a powerful message to Cameroonians. Africans are rising up. Africans are rising up. Ambazonians have been fighting for the past 5 years. First with their bare hands, with local tools, and have become ingenious to develop more sophisticated method of resisting a once thought of powerful military that was invincible. Cameroonians must understand that it is time for them to rise up and overthrow the regime. Ambazonia will be in a place to support progressive Cameroon leadership that will recognize the independence of Ambazonia, to ensure they can overthrow the system and put in place a democratic system that can guarantee for Cameroonians peace and security and development, and that can ensure the maintenance of its international border at independence. Cameroonians cannot sit back and watch their country hijacked by old gangsters, armed robbers, whose sole responsibility has been to rob their country of their resources, govern with impunity, lack of accountability for almost more than half a century. It is important that Cameroonians emulate the example in Chad, rise up like the Biafrans, and determine for themselves the kind of political system they want to put in place. Ambazonia is gone. It shall never again be recolonized by any country. It shall never cede an inch of its territory to any other country. As we continue to struggle for our right to exist, to institute for ourselves and the next generation the kind of political system that reflects our own reality, we wish the same for all peoples whose destiny has been hijacked by an illicit collaboration between tyrants and foreign dominions. The notion of Pan-Africanism begins with the concept of self-determination, where peoples can decide the kind of political system they want, And these people and political systems can in turn collaborate, trade with other countries for mutual benefit in terms of prosperity and security. The continent has been hijacked. Poverty has been induced deliberately. It is still being recolonized by foreign political powers who dish out loans at low interest rate, indebting the continent at a speed that 100 years from today, the next generation will never be able to pay. Colonialism is no longer the marching of tanks across borders, seizing of political systems and resources. Financial colonialism is taking place through deliberate indebtedness. African resources are being mortgaged, and there is no accountability. There is no replication in terms of development and the creation of opportunities. Africans must think beyond themselves, beyond their time. The great nations of the world were never built by short-sighted thinking. We must think 50 years from now. What kind of continent do we want? What kind of sustainable political system? What kind of economic philosophy do we want that can enrich and empower our people, safeguard the dignity of Africans, and to ensure that all black people across the globe take pride in our development and in our advancement, so that the countries within which they've taken temporal respite can treat them with dignity. What happens to black people and Africans across the globe is a symptom of what and the shape of the continent that we see today. Africans and black people have lost respect because of what other races and people see today. We cannot excuse our backwardness on colonialism of the past. Other countries were colonized too. Why are we still stuck? Why don't we have true independence? Why are we not masters of our own destiny? Why can we not exploit our resources, provide good education, construct better roads, provide people free health care, give those who do not have a job unemployment benefit? Why are these things difficult within a continent where we are so rich, so empowered, so innovative, so ingenious? We must take our destiny in our own hands. AMBAZONIA has started. All other peoples across the continent should rise up and challenge the established political systems that have been put in place by foreign dominions for their own interests. The future of Africa is in our hands. What we do today will resonate 50 years from today, will alter the way the next generation will think, will alter the way they will hold their governments accountable, will set a benchmark upon which new systems within the continent can emerge. God bless AMBAZONIA. God bless Africa.
Good evening to you all, my fellow AMBAZONIANs. That was a message from the leader of our War of Independence, Dr. Ayaba. Yesterday, we all we watched images that came out of Chad. What the people in Chad, the young generation of those seeking freedom, of those that want economic opportunity, those that want a thriving society, freedom for their people, better health care, better education for their children, a more safe and secure environment, an environment where people can live in peace and in dignity. A dictator that has been in power for 30 years. The dictator of Chad, Idris Deby, was taken out yesterday. By whom? By the new generation. By the young generation. Those that are tired of not having a future. Having resources but no future. Having resources but no development. No opportunity. No hope. They have education that is completely useless. Education that does not make them productive people within their own societies. Education that cannot empower the people themselves to use their ingenuity, their creativity, to make something out of themselves. That's what happened yesterday in Chad. There is a paradigm shift taking place across the African continent. What we are seeing in Chad, it is the beginning of a new era of old systems crumbling. It is just the beginning. The old model is unsustainable. The old model of using army, colonial police, colonial gendarmes to intimidate the population, to torture the people in order to keep a gang of people controlled by foreign powers for the interest of this foreign dominance. That time is over. There is a new generation of Africans. There is these millennials and the Generation X that have a global mindset, that have a better thinking system, a broader thinking system, not a selfish thinking system, not a thinking system for the purpose of power, but a thinking system for the purpose of liberty, of freedom, of happiness, of development, and of progress. A thinking system to ensure the well-being of people, to create a greater quality of life, so that people can truly have a life and be happy and pursue their dreams, their aspirations, their goal, and fulfill their destiny on earth. That generation, it's about to change everything you know about Africa. What's happening in Chad is just the beginning. The focal point where you should be paying your attention towards is on this man. This man. Cameroon. It's the flashpoint of the new change that's about to take place. What has happened in Chad, it's nothing. What is about to happen in Cameroon will disrupt everything in the Central African region. What is about to happen in Cameroon will disrupt everything in the Central African region. The colonial dictator of Cameroon has been in power for the last 39 years. In 39 years, there is zero development, zero opportunity. The country has not changed one bit. The country has not changed one bit. 75% of the population is under the age of 50. if not more. I think about between 75 and 80% of the population, they are under the age of 50. They want a better society. They want better living conditions. They want opportunity. They want to live as they see the world growing and thriving. You have a young, vibrant population that is living in fear. There's no hope. The system is unsustainable. The country is drowning in high debt. They are living on international borrow. They borrow every single day just to sustain the tyrant. It's unsustainable. The model is about to crash. There is a massive paradigm shift that's about to take place in Cameroon. The Ambazonian people are the catalyst for that paradigm shift. The uprising in Ambazonia, it's the catalyst for that paradigm shift. They have set the energy in motion and it's unstoppable. It is going to spread in La République du Cameroon. We are seeing the effects already. We are seeing armed groups, rebel groups showing up in the north. We are seeing signs of rebel groups within the western region. Excuse me. We are also seeing signs of rebel groups within the central region, where Paul Biya came from. We are seeing signs of rebel groups within the south region, which is also where Paul Biya came from, within the Bulu regions. We are seeing signs of rebel groups within the littoral region, the Bassa region. The old model is unsustainable. Things are about to crack. There is a new energy that is being unleashed by this new generation. The Ambazonian people are at the forefront of this new change that is about to take place across Central Africa. Here is what you need to know. So this man being around for such a long time, he has not provided people with the education that is consistent with the changes in the world, or education that can help the people to take advantage of the wealth that is around them to create opportunities for themselves and create a better quality of life for their families and for themselves. Here is what he has created. Let me show you this. This is a school. This is a school in 2021. This is a school in Cameroon. This is a primary school in Cameroon. This is a primary school. In La République du Cameroon. After 40 years, this is the legacy. This is what he has created. That is the level of poverty. The country is wealthy. They have a lot of natural resources. But those resources, they end up in international bank accounts. Those resources end up in the hands of a few, in the hands of the 1%. So the 99% of the population, 99% of the people of Cameroon, of La République du Cameroon, the Bulu Republic, they are living in less than $2 a day. An average citizen of La République du Cameroon lives in less than $2 a day. $2 is even much. Less than $1 a day. Because of the system they have created for their people. That is a primary, that's a primary school in 2021 in La République du Cameroon. That's Paul Biya. That's the legacy of Paul Biya. That's why the system is bound to crash. All right? This is 2021. 2021. You could see there, that's a colonial administrator going to visit the school. This is 2021. That's Cameroon. That's what Paul Biya has created. The people are fed up. The courage of the Ambazonian people, the bravery of the Ambazonian people, the Ambazonian people also accepted the occupation and the colonialism for 60 years until this generation showed up. Because of the change, because of the massive number of Ambazonians that are in the diaspora, that have traveled the world, that have seen the changes, the development across the globe, wherever they found themselves, or wherever they find themselves. Across the globe, from the United States to Australia, from England to Canada, from France to Holland, from Dubai to Singapore and Malaysia, from China to Hong Kong. The people of Ambazonia have traveled the world. They have seen how quickly, how rapidly a society can be transformed when they have a good leader, when they have a good system. Let me ask you a question. If you are from Cameroon or you are an Ambazonian, let's look at the system called the government of Cameroon. What is the purpose of that system? What is the purpose of that system? What is the purpose of that model called the government of La République du Cameroun? What is its purpose? What has been its purpose since 1960? What has been its purpose? Has the purpose been to develop the nation? Has the purpose been to build industries? Has the purpose been to build high quality education for the people? Better schools? Has the purpose been to build better hospitals? Has the purpose been to build better roads? Better housing? Better quality of water? To provide the people with electricity? I want you to think with me a little bit, and you know why the system is about to crash. No, that has not been the purpose. The purpose since 1960 has been massive corruption, massive embezzlement, chronic poverty.
Power off.
Zero development in education, zero development in healthcare, zero development in public infrastructure. Most of the people don't have basic water to drink. So they created these old systems that do not live up to the hopes, the dreams, the wishes, or to meet simple basic human needs. So, when the people, they compare what the system is and what the system is offering, and they contrast that with what the people want and how the people are living compared to how the world is progressing, those things don't add up. It starts to build resentment, frustration, hopelessness, anger because the system does not match the hopes and the aspiration of the people. So there is a clash between the system and the needs of the citizen. You guys getting it? There is a clash between the system, the BIYA government, and the needs of the citizens and the hopes of the citizens. They cannot fulfill the people's aspiration. They cannot provide the basic necessity for the common man. And the people are not asking for that much. If you provide quality drinking water, the people are responsible to pay their water bills. You provide consistent supply of electricity, the people will pay their electric bills. You provide clean streets, safe roads, a better environment where people can be able to create businesses, a better social condition where people are safe. So if you look at what the system is offering and how the people live and what the people want, it does not match. And that's why these systems are bound to crash. That's why these systems are bound to crash. And Cameroon, being at the center of Central Africa, it means if Cameroon goes down, not if, when Cameroon goes down, the entire sub-region is going to implode. Chad has gone down already. Chad is going down until the people take advantage of this change and put in place a better system, a new paradigm, a better system that will live up to the expectations and the dreams and the hopes to fulfill the wishes of a great nation that can provide the people with the opportunity, the environment, a conducive social, political, economic environment where people can apply their potential, their talent, their hard work to reap the reward of being human. That's why Cameroon is about to crash. Pay attention to Cameroon. The BIYA system is unsustainable. All right? Here is what they are trying to do so that you understand this. Listen, as long as the system exists and they make these cosmetic changes, all right? The parliament is still the same. The constitution is still the same. The Senate is still the same. Since 1961, all right, faces will come, faces will go. They may change parliamentarians, they may change senators, they may change mayors, they may change government delegates, they may change DOs and SDOs, but as long as the thinking system is the same, they will continue to get the same outcome. Since 1961, they have changed governors, they have changed government delegates, they have changed SDOs, they have changed DOs consistently. But why has the country not changed? Because it is a system. And each system is designed to function a certain way. So that's why to change the people, it's not enough. The focus is to change the system. The focus is to dismantle the system. You must dismantle the system so that a new system can be erected. You cannot try to fix an old system. You can't. Don't try to modify the old system. It's not going to work. It's like a computer. Sometimes the computer is so infected or infested with virus that no matter how much antivirus you buy and try to clean it, it's just no good. Sometimes you got to just abandon the system and buy a new hardware. And then you install better software. This is what we are saying. Cameroon is unsustainable. The old model does not work. And that's why no matter what they are trying to do in terms of offering the Ambazonian people special status, offering the Ambazonian people this, it doesn't work. And here is why. Because what the Ambazonian people want is different from what the colonial state is offering them. All right? They come and impose special status. What is special status? It's inconsistent with the hopes, the aspiration, the wishes, the dreams of the people. It's inconsistent. Because it's a system. That system cannot live up to the expectation of the evolution of the people. And that's why the resistance in Southern Cameroon, the resistance in Ambazonia is going stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger to dismantle the occupation. And this is the understanding that the Ambazonian people have. We must dismantle the occupation for Ambazonia to be free. We must end Cameroon colonialism of Ambazonia for the Ambazonian people to have the opportunity to erect a government that reflects what the people want. A government that reflects the hopes, the dreams, the aspiration, and the identity of the people. It's only through that can we ensure development across Ambazonia, progress across Ambazonia. Can we ensure our people can have good drinking water, better roads, better schools for our children, better health care for the Ambazonian people, a government that is accountable, a government that is progressive, a government that is transparent, a government that is forward-thinking, a government that is smart, and a government that is responsible to the people. A government that the people control and they can determine when to change that government. There is a predictable period where they can evaluate. Okay, we've given you 4 years. What have you done with the 4 years we gave you? Okay, Parliament, we've given you 4 years. What has this Parliament accomplished in 4 years? What have these parliamentarians accomplished in 4 years? We can evaluate. What did they promise? What did the people want? What did they promise? What have they delivered? Were they able to deliver the results as to what the people want? Has Paul Biya in the last 40 years? This is critical for the people of Cameroon. Where is your country since 1982? Where is Cameroon on the globe in terms of development? In terms of progress? Where is Cameroon? Cameroon has become a nation that is a stain to humanity. A nation that sponsors genocide, that commits terrorism, human rights abuses, human rights atrocities, crimes against humanity, ethnic cleansing, scorched earth policy. That is the trademark of Cameroon. That is what Cameroon is now known across the globe. So if you are a Cameroonian, you walk across the globe and they ask you like, where do you come from? You said, I'm from Cameroon. There is a stain to your identity. There is a stain to who you are, to your nationalism, to your identity. The Cameroon flag represents evil, genocide, crimes against humanity. So if you are a Cameroonian, you can't feel free across the globe. You cannot defend who you are in terms of what this man has done to all of you. So there is only one thing you can do to redeem your humanity. There is only one thing you can do to redeem your dignity. There is only one thing you can do to redeem your nationalism, to redeem your country. And that is for the people of Cameroon to rise up just like the people in Chad. For the young people in Cameroon to rise up just like the young people in Chad. Rise up and dismantle the BIYA system. Rise up and dismantle the system that has made all of you to be living in poverty. Rise up and dismantle the system that has made all of you to live in lack. To live in a society that is filled with diseases, dirt everywhere. To live in a society where you can't even drink water. You can't walk in your own community in peace. There's no security. It's only corruption and embezzlement. An average young Cameroonian girl, the only way to survive is to become a prostitute. An average Cameroonian young man, the only way to survive is to do 419 or do scamming. That is the society Paul Biya has created. You deserve better. You deserve more. The people of Cameroon deserve better and they deserve more. Why do you tolerate it? Why do you tolerate such a system? It's a reason. Because you are afraid. Because you are afraid to go to jail. You are afraid to be beaten by the gendarmes, by the B, by the army. That's what he has created. To induce fear and zap away your self-esteem. Zap away your confidence. So the only thing left in you is just a human skeleton. But there's no life. Redeem yourselves. Rise up. Camto cannot do it. Camto does not have, excuse my French, Camto does not have the balls, the masculinity, or the heart to do it for all of you. The old politicians cannot do it. The young people, organize yourselves. Just like the young people in Chad have done. Mobilize yourselves, organize yourselves, accept your right to live in dignity. Accept your human rights in terms of political organization. And dismantle the systems that have left you in total lack and poverty. Rise up. Rise up, all the people of Cameroon. The mothers of Cameroon, rise up and fight for your children. Fathers of Cameroon, rise up and fight for the future of your children. Nyat, Marcel Nyat, is a man living in the grave. There is nothing he can offer you. Alright? Kavai Yege, there is nothing he can offer you. He's a man already counting his days for the grave. They've been there for 40 years. There is nothing Paul Biya can offer any of you anymore. They are just buying time. Rise up and take your destiny. Rise up. This is the best moment. The Ambazonian people have weakened Paul Biya. He's lost power. He's lost legitimacy. The army is weak. The police are weak. The gendarmes are weak. The war in Ambazonia has made them to become weak. They don't have the strength or the energy to fight. And they cannot do anything within La République du Cameroon because they know what they have done in Ambazonia. So they have become weak. The institutions are weak. So rise up. This is the best time for all of you to rise up. Organize yourselves. Rise up in Douala. Rise up in Yaoundé. Rise up in Betwa. Rise up in Ebolowa. Rise up in Ngaoundéré. Rise up in, where is that? Rise up in Garoua. Rise up in Maroua. Rise up in Bafoussam. Rise up. The world is changing. The world is moving fast. Rise up. Don't let this old, what is the proper adjective for them? These old monsters to suck life away from you. Don't let them take away your destiny into their graves. They have mortgaged your future to multinationals. Take it back. You deserve more. As for AMBAZONIA, AMBAZONIA is gone, as the leader said. Here is what we wish for the Cameroonese. We wish for all of you. As AMBAZONIA is fighting for liberation, you all should rise up and fight for your own liberation. Because you don't have independence. You need to fight back to regain your country. We will want a stable Cameroon. That's what we want. We want to have a stable neighbor. Because the future of AMBAZONIA is certain, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed to have great development, great institutions, great progress, great universities, great schools, great colleges, great institutions of science and technology and innovation, a great environment for international trade and commerce, a great culture, a thriving society, a vibrant educational society, a vibrant cultural society, a vibrant environment. The future of AMBAZONIA is guaranteed. But the future of Cameroon is not guaranteed until all of you rise up. That's our appeal. Now, for our AMBAZONIan people then, I want to conclude for Pidgin. The time don't reach for all the people of La République du Cameroon for rise up. They get the best chance for them for take back their country and build a better society for their pikin them, for their papa them, and for their mommy them. And the best chances. The war for AMBAZONIA don't make Poor Biya don't weak. Poor Biya is a tired old fool. We know say it days to the grave, they be very numbered. So none of you know if you do for the citizens of La République, because they don't sell the country. Now they just wait, either he die or some person kill him. Or they wait, maybe they pray coronavirus choppy. Now the only thing that are just a wait of time. Just like what happened for Chad. I think so make I talk this thing. Just like what happened for Chad. When I hear what happened for Chad, the president for Chad, he take over power through the military, through gun. Then he put the democratic, democratic process in place. Say run for election. Now imagine say a president where they talk in a democratic president. Imagine say the president die. Whether he die for war or the killing, it don't really matter. But they get democratic institutions where the vice president or their prime minister is supposed to take over. Why be say na a pikin when a military person na go can't take over? That one just tell when I say they not get institutions. That means say they not get institutions. Because if they get proper institutions, then they follow the processes where they be laid out by their constitution and by their institution. Now the vice president or their prime minister is supposed to take power. Now the same thing go happen for Cameroon. They not get the institutions them. The systems, the institutions where they did for Cameroon. Not be the institutions where they did run a country. Not just institutions where they na paper. They don't get any value because they need to practice them. Since 1960, they never follow their own constitution them and they follow the way that they do things. So those institutions, they just did it only for paper. Now people, they don't hijack the whole system. So we don't understand. That's why the people of La République, they get for rise up and chase this monster out. That's what they call on the youth of La République du Cameroon. The youth of Douala and Yaoundé. For them for rise up. Now their only opportunity for get a better life. Alright? Which they don't promise them emergence. Say the country go develop for 2035. Paul Biya no go live up to the next 3 years. So by 2024, Paul Biya go already die. By 2024, Paul Biya no go live up to the next 3 years. He go die. So those things say Cameroon go emerge. Emerge for what? I go actually talk more about this tomorrow. According to the IMF report, for Cameroon, for their country, for grow, the country need for perform at an annual GDP of 5.5. All right? The GDP for the country need for be at 5.5 for 15 years straight. For Cameroon, for even come up for place where they did now. When I know what the GDP of Cameroon, I think at 2.3, if I'm not mistaken. So they never even reach half of the expected GDP. And they don't know how to keep them for consistently. Now the country they in severe debt. Which tomorrow I'm going to talk more about that for all now. Give now all the statistics and the records from IMF and World Bank. How much money Cameroon owe them and why for the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years Cameroon will become one of the poorest countries of Africa. That's why the people need for rise up. So now we'll go for AMBAZONIA. The people of AMBAZONIA will get the best opportunity over the last 5 years. We don't bleed La République du Cameroon through our strategy. We don't bleed La République du Cameroon through our strategy. The country don't scatter. They don't become very weak. The army is weak. The gendarmes are weak. The B weak. They don't get what it take for fight the Ambazonian people then. They don't. They don't get what it take for fight the Ambazonian people then. They don't get them. So Ambazonia get the best chance for gain true liberation, for gain true independence, for gain true freedom. We get the best chance. We get the best chance. We're there for the best place. At the best place we're there now. The occupation don't almost end. If we put a little bit of investment and invest for the stabilization forces, invest for the Ambazonia Defense Forces, and give them what they need them, we promise Huna by the end of this year, La République, Paul Biya, if he's still there alive, he go beg for surrender for Ambazonia. If we give the forces of Ambazonia Defense Forces, because of their structure, because of their command and control, because of the kind training, because of the way they set up the system, because of the ability for them to buy the materials and deliver them and offer the accountability to the Ambazonian people, because of their intelligence and the leadership of Dr. Ayaba and then the leadership for the War Council. When you combine the institutions of AGOFC and the ADF, if we give the Ambazonia Defense Forces the materials through donations, through contribution, by the end of 2021, Paul Biya, La République du Cameroon, they go jack their hand up for Ambazonia. So surrender. We don't need much for doing. We don't get much work for doing on the ground. It only requires a deep commitment through the structural forces where they don't prove for all man, say they fit deliver results to the Ambazonian people. Where they don't prove to the Ambazonian people, say they fit capture Bamenda and they fit capture Boya if we give them what it take. Ambazonia don't need much for do much. We just need for make that sacrifice. We just need for get the passion. We just need for get the commitment. We need for get the happiness for speed up the process of the freedom. Why would you wait? Why wait for an old fool for when he go call for something we go make sense for the Ambazonian people then? Why wait for an old fool where the count it days for go for grave? When we already defeat them and we fit take over our country? Why wait for Canada? Why wait for the United States or for the UN for say they call negotiation? When will we take over? When will we take the country and then gain recognition because we don't take the country back? One, negotiation not be something we will get control over. Taking over na something we get full control and we fit do am. We no go fit dictate wetin come out of negotiation. You don't know how long the negotiating process will take place. You don't know how long. But we, through our own actions, we fit decide, we fit determine when Cameroon leave Ambazonia. So one, now we get full control over. Two, the second one, the one for ground, the ground action, now we get total control over. Now we fit determine the nature of the action, the size of the action, the scope of the action, the intensity of the action. Now we fit determine when Cameroon leave Ambazonia. Negotiation is something where would depend on the international community and would depend on La République du Cameroon. It could be in a give and take situation. So which one? It guarantee independence. Ground action guarantee independence. Negotiation. Now something where they would look, okay, La République will talk this one, Ambazonia will talk this one. They would drag back and forth. Until, ma talk something. It just comes to my head. See, as La République de Ambazonia as an occupying power, if we not move them militarily, no court, no day will can force La République du Cameroon. Even the ICJ or ICC, you know if we just can't move them for inside Ambazonia, they know come on. They feel drag their food them. They feel drag their food them. And if it delay. Why we want me delay? The more we delay this thing, now the more they massacre our people them. Now the more they kill our picking them. Rape mommy them. Rape sister them. Kill young boys them. Kill papa them. The more we delay. So we get this attitude. We always try to wait for the international community. Now wait till the international community. Why wait for the international community where you get more responsibility and you get more control for what you go give what you want? Make we put ourselves for a situation where the international community no get any choice than for recognize we. When we battle and bleed La République on the ground. When we weaken them for ground zero so much so that because of the size of the materials then we put them for ground. For a lot of una, I see when yesterday, when I see what happened for Chad, now because they belong to prepare. Now because the rebels they belong to prepare for that day. It take money. One family, one family fit change the destiny of all Ambazonians. One family. One Ambazonian family will give the ADF 100,000. 100,000 will buy 50 AK. If you put 50 AK today for the Atlantic states, you put 50 AK between Kumba, between Meme and Manu. For 1 week, Manu go fall. 1 week, they fit capture a cock border. 1 week, Manu go fall, Meme go fall. Because the special forces, they go move from Mezam. All right? The other forces, they move in from through a cock and a Imojok. When I see how they fit take over Manfe within a short period of time. That they sense this. That's why the leader, they ask we, make we commit and invest for the stabilization forces. If we do this, very easy. One family, one Ambazonian family, with a donation, a patriotic contribution of $100,000, they could change the lives of the Ambazonian people. Just $100,000. $200,000 will change everything for Ground Zero. Because $200,000, it will equip 100 of those specialized forces. With $200,000, imagine say we put 100 of those special forces there. When I think say La République will ever think of organizing 20 May for Ambazonia, when I think say those people them, those enablers, they will feel come out from Ambazonia say, I be president of the regional assembly. When I think say the delegate for Bamenda, it go feel work for street. Now the commitment that we need 100 high caliber rifles under a structured self-defense force, under the stabilization forces of Ambazonia Defense Forces, with the general way we know them, with the leadership way we know them, because they get a political leadership where it give them a roadmap and a blueprint of action for which they need for do them, for Ambazonian people them for achieve the political objectives. We don't need much. We'll get the forces where they feed you the kind of work. But we need Ambazonians and way you don't tire for see what people them be killed like that. Ambazonians so they don't tire for see thousands of Ambazonians that they sleep for streets, for bare floor for Nigeria. Begin that they die because of malaria. Most of our young girls them, they don't be pregnant because of frustration and idleness for a no man's land. And we'll get forces where they feel liberate the land very fast. They still pick young Ambazonians them, go lock them for the concentration camps of La République du Cameroon. We'll do something for change the lives of our people there. When we get 750,000 mommy and papa and picking them, they all stand up for inside bush like animals. One Ambazonia. You there somewhere where they listen for this message? Where you donate $200,000 for change the destiny of the Ambazonian people there. If you give $100,000 for achieve half of that goal and change the lives of our people there. I'm gonna appeal this. If we do one. $50,000. It go fit provide we would one quarter of which we need. On Saturday, when 3 days from now, Ambazonians will come together always for the fundraising, for launch the expansion of those stabilization forces. Do them because you care about the people there. Do them because you want to end the suffering and the killings, because you want to free the prisoners. See AYUK TABE, they stay for jail. What did they do for jail? The Mancho BBC, the Penterents, and the thousands of other Ambazonians. Some that they die because an Ambazonian never rise up for care enough about the pain and the suffering, for get enough compassion, for say, God don't bless me, make I use my blessings for liberate the people them. I tell you this story. Last night, I been talking with one of our mommy from America. Now a very high class mommy. And mommy will go great, it go better school. It don't born picking them, picking they don't big. But mommy for his age, it no need for work. For the place where they for a life where they don't build them. Because he don't work for a long time. Mommy is supposed to retire, just rest. And live a comfortable life without any stress. But that mommy, it is still work. It is still work for take the money where they work. So that he and the family, and I need to talk small work, now better work, because he get good education. It work na high work. That mommy they still work. Just so that he and the family, they feel make a difference. They feel contribute for the liberation. And the only reason that they still go work. And I began to talk for you last night. Mommy said 2 days ago, it's not be fit for talk for you because I be supposed to sleep early so that I can wake up for 4:30 for morning time. Mommy for your age, mommy sleep early so that you woke up for 4:30 for morning time. For go work so that if you start work for 6 o'clock because of the kind work where they work. If you start work at 6 o'clock, just so that the feed put enough money, take all that money where they work on, donate them for the forces for liberate homeland. That mommy for your age. And he and the family, they don't do enough already for the Ambazonian people there. In terms of the forces. They don't do like, I don't think any other family they where they don't do more than this family. What? This mommy. He and the family. He and the papa, a man and a papa and a picking them. I don't think any other family don't come close. For which they don't do them for free the Ambazonian people there. The mommy they still work. Just so that the feet continue for contribute for arm the forces and for end the suffering of our people there. Now, compare this mommy with an Ambazonian businessman waiting today for diaspora. He won't complain. Now say we need to end this war because the business did work again for ground zero. Because they don't fit travel again, go for La République and go do business in Ambazonia. So that's why we need to end this war. When you compare the two people then, but now same man, where if he care enough, if he take some of their profits for their businesses and help end the war in terms of the liberation, for quickening the process for liberate Ambazonia. We need to change our ways. Make we value the lives of our people Make we develop more compassion for the pain of our people. And then make the necessary sacrifice. Just like this mommy. Just like this beautiful mommy with such a good heart. I hope you did listen. I throw my love out for you. For just the hard way you got for happy brother. I want to just tell you, say, just be very grateful. Be so grateful. Say they do all these things for help liberate the land. For help for end the suffer for our people there. For say one day soon, refugees they come back with a free homeland. The prisoners they come back for a liberated Ambazonia. And even you, mommy, if you go retire for a beautiful Ambazonia, with better climate, better environment, better healthy chop, organic chop, and maybe your days and for earth, if even be longer. So may God bless you, mommy. I hope say with this story, it will help for inspire young couples, for inspire a young man, inspire a young woman, for you to follow the footsteps of mommy and do more. So this Saturday, we invite all una, we invite all man, the leader of our War of Independence, Dr. Abacho, we invite all man, he call all Ambazonians for we for come together as a people, for raise enough funds, for buy more weapons, for liberate homeland, for free our people them from colonialism, from occupation, and for end La République, their scorched earth policy for Ambazonia. So I invite all una. More leave and for you for today. We'll talk on for tomorrow. We'll talk on tomorrow. As always, we thank when I say when I don't take the time for join we, and we thank when I say when I don't take the time for listen for the leader, and wait till we get for talk. May God bless all una. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you on Saturday during the stabilization force fundraising. Una stay fine. My number always be available. I always be available for take call. No matter place where you're there for this world, if you reach out for me, anyhow, even if you want to give your donation and no one made a know about it, please, a lot of Ambazonians, they give their donation, they said, please, when I just keep on private, I don't like make things to be for public for me. So no matter place where you're there for this world, even if you're there for ground zero, even if you didn't have for ground one, you're there for Ghana, any place where you're there for this world, reach out for we privately until we say you want to make donation, and we'll tell you the secure way where if you send your money and they will send you a receipt and a thank you letter. All right. Also, if you be person where you talk say you and your family want to do something for the war, for the liberation, and you want to get a meeting with the leader, a virtual meeting through video or audio, if you set up that meeting so that you and your family will not talk with the leader and when I talk say, okay, Dr. Ayaba, we don't see the work, we don't see how far we don't come. What you need them? What you need them for liberate homeland? What you need them for the forces them for liberate homeland? Now what this with me and my family one gear for support the effort for liberate the land so that all we get a homeland. At some point, you will be tired for live for Igbo land. We'll get forget our own country. We will be proud for say one day all we fit go back. Go see our big mommy and see big papa them. Go back, go see our uncles them and our old friends and we leave them behind. Go back, see our sisters them. We owe that responsibility. For say as God don't move food put with outside here, we owe the responsibility for take care, for liberate the land, for make sure say the one that will leave them behind. Our brothers, our sisters, our big papa them, our big mommy them, our uncles them, our auntie them. Then to they taste the gift of this life. Then to they fit taste a free life and they fit taste an abundant life. What people need for be free. No do one for them. May God bless all man. When I get a good night.
Stay tuned on ACN TV. We will be right back. AMBAZONIA Defense Forces, the vanguards of the AMBAZONIA War of Independence. Welcome to ACN, the liberation TV of AMBAZONIA.